Right, everything's green. That's how I like to see it. Right, for those of you who are going to probably watch this on YouTube later, or those of you who are rewinding the Twitch stream for whatever reason, I'm Joe, I'm Shadow5 Pro. You probably know that on YouTube. If you don't, I go by the Kaiser more often than not. You'll probably see that as the banner of this channel whenever I'm not streaming. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done the streaming game, and I thought Bannerlord's out today. Stream the hell out of this. I'm also going to be playing some Monster Hunter here on Twitch. Pretty much everything should migrate over to YouTube. If it doesn't, it's here on Twitch. Hopefully forever. I don't know how Twitch works. It's been a while since I've been here. Now I'm going to do my best to not swear anymore and try and keep this as not PG. I hate PG, but try and keep this, you know, at least so viewers who actually probably will want to play Mount & Blade can watch it. And, you know, if the audio's crap or if the video quality is a bit bad, let me know and I'll fix it. But this is probably going to be an hour or so stream. I don't know how long I'm going to do. I don't really. I only really set this up yesterday so I could do some Monster Hunter because I just got Monster Hunter Rise 1 on PC, playing on PS4. You know, want to play it and get some stuff done. But this came out, and I'd say this is way more important at the moment because it's a current game. It's a better game. It's not a better game, but you know, it's current. Let's play it. Let's get on to the campaign. So this is a brand new Bannerlord, Mount & Blade 2. I mean, we've been waiting for this a long time. Came out a day early because the guys over at Tale Worlds are awesome. They didn't pay me to say that, but I wish they did, you know. Anyway, let's get into the campaign. They've changed a lot of the stuff. They've made it a lot more, not interesting, but a lot more in-depth, a lot more of a feel to it. I think that's the best way to put it. You know, you feel a little bit more immersed as you're playing your character and you're building your character up from, you know, from nothingness to everything. So the first thing we're going to do is choose our culture. Ooh, let's have a look at them. So the Vandians, and by the way, just going to say this before anyone can comment, because Twitch, you guys probably don't know me as well as you do. There's no one in the chat now, but this is just for the VOD's sake. I can't pronounce things to save my life. I am very bad at pronouncing things, and I'm English, so, you know, I should be good at pronouncing words. I suck. So, just to let you know. Anyway, there's also seems to be a lack of music on some screens. So remember, guys, it is early access, so don't worry. There could be music here in the future. But at the moment, and my phone's not muted, at the moment there isn't. So let's, thanks Twitch for giving me a notification for something I never knew existed. I was monitoring from my second monitor, but you know, thank you for that anyway, phone. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to be pronouncing things badly, I'm going to be pronouncing things horribly, and, you know, I'm probably going to pronounce them offensively. You know, that's just how it is. That's how I roll. I'm not changing for anyone. Anyway, the Vandians. The Vandians are the descendants of adventurers from the West who lived under the Empire for centuries before forming an independent kingdom. With the decline of the Imperial authority, they have evolved into a well-organized feudal society led by a caste of warlike nobles who prefer to fight with spears and lances on horseback. So, you know, your typical high, I think it's high medieval, or is it low medieval? One of those two. It's your typical medieval, you know, knights and all that stuff. Yeah, it's typical in every single way. We've got the Sturgians, or Sturgians, depending on how you'd like to pronounce it. Sturgians, or Sturgians, are the descendants of the foreign tribes of northern Calradia. As the Empire expanded into the cold forests, they found that a ready market for the luxurious furs of woodland animals whom they traditionally hunted and trapped. Sturgian chieftains became princes, vying for preeminence with the help of Nord mercenaries who migrated into their realm. They are good hunters and wanderers, traveling far in search of opportunities both for trade and plunder. You know, that's just cool. The Vandians give a 20% upgrade, more upgrade XP to troops from battle, so that's really good. We've got 20% less speed penalty from snow. That's actually pretty cool. Let's go look at the Empire. The Calradian Empire is in decline. Even before the murder of the Emperor Arsenius, I don't know if that's right, the once united realm was torn by political rivalries. Today, those factions are open war, yet Calradians endure. They are technologically more advanced than their neighbours, and a mastery of engineering is not just evident in their aqueducts, beautiful architecture, and massive city walls. It also makes them experts in siege warfare. So 20% construction speed bonus to town projects, wall repairs, and siege engineers. So these are the guys you're going to want to play as if you're playing a big a big long-winded campaign where you're trying to build your own empire, you're trying to be a part of an empire or a part of a kingdom, part of a dukedom, part of a chief or chiefdom, yeah, whatever. If you're trying to be any of those, you probably want to go for the empire because if you want to be, play that more domestic game. Hopefully the mic isn't peaking too much. It says it is, but in my testing it was fine. So hopefully if anyone watches this back, you can let me know. But yeah, so let's go to the Asari. The Asari are the inhabitants of the Nahasa Desert, a mixture of nomadic Bedouin and settled oasis farmers. They are famous for their horsemanship and their knowledge of learning of many lands, especially medicine, gained from lying on some continent's most lucrative trade routes. Each clan is fiercely proud of its lineage and often jealous of the others, but when united by a charismatic leader, they become a major force in the south. And they give caravans 30% cheaper to build, 10% less trade penalty. That's a new thing, as far as I know. Caravans and trade, caravans in general. Making your own ones is what I mean. I know you could kill them in the old one. I've played the old one quite a bit too much, but yeah, that sounds pretty cool actually. I want to do a little bit of everything. I'm not really sure how I'm going to play my first character. He may die. I will be saying, I do need to mention that because this is technically my second time, I have got a test character that I made and put it all on realistic. I will not be playing on the hardest difficulty because that would be stupid because I suck. Just saying that now before, someone gets a little bit upset in the future. So look at the Khuzaits. Oh, Khuzait. This is what I mean. These are the type of words I can't pronounce. The Khuzait Confederation of steppe tribes used to live a nomadic life, but recently settled on the eastern frontier of the empire and are slowly transitioning into an agrarian society with permanent town centres. Despite this, they still retain many aspects of their nomadic life, including their affinity with horses. They are mastered of mounted archery, shooting, and then galloping out of reach. So 10% extra speed bonus for Horseman on campaign map. So if you're going to run a full horse group, that's where you want to go. That's definitely the way to win. What am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for. There is. I'm just checking that thing to make sure I know where everything is on my little OBS. Batanians still remember the olden days when the woods stretch across the northern Calradia. Oh, why do I want to call it Caldaria? Oh. Eve. Yep, and the Empire and its cities had yet to violate their sanctity. The fierce warriors remain loyal to the traditional ways. They paint their faces when they go into battle, and even the noblemen prefer to fight on foot while using great axes and two-handed swords with deadly efficiency. Forests give 10% less speed penalty to parties. So, we've got quite a few ways to look at this. It's really depending on how we want to play and how long I see myself living. Because life would be nice. Not that I expect it at all, because, I suck. So, I think these guys are out for now, because I don't intend to have a full horse party, and I don't intend to really know how to do the caravans early on. I'd like a bonus that's more prominent early on, or more prominent for a longer period. The forest giving less speed penalties really sounds nice, and this sounds really good. I know it's the longevity of it is that I can build up cities, centers, and I can siege better, and I can repair walls after I've defended a siege much better. That's weird. This one's at 10%, but this one's at 20%. I guess there's less wood. There's more wood than there is snow. I guess that's the way to justify the different penalties. But I think the Vlandians, that's what I'm calling them, are their bonus is much better in my opinion, because I'm going to be I want to try and play as a mercenary to begin with, try and be that lone group who go around taking contracts, killing people they're paid to kill, and basically being a bit of a pain in the ass, but that's how you like to play it. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is our current guy so far. Let's put some clothes on. He looks a bit. We'll keep that. Right, so we could randomize, or we could randomize everything a little bit, but the first thing we have to do is the voice. Oh no, height. There we go. Got to get nice and tall. Wait, a little bit there. Right.
Shoulder to shoulder.
No.
Well fought.
No.
Loose arrows. Shields forward. Move forward.
We'll go with that one. Now, I'm not. There's been a lot of creations I've seen on the community already that that I just can't make. When it comes to making character faces, I just go generic. I'm not good at it. I won't lie. I'm not going to pretend I am. I may have a mess about this one day. Ooh, eye color. That's an important one. Go with brown. I have brown eyes. That makes sense. We'll go with that. Face. It's got a bit of a weak chin on it. Let's just fix that. Where's chin? Oh, there it is. There we go. Just got to make sure. That's making his chin weaker. That's about there. Ooh, no. Oh, God, Jesus Christ, what have I done there? What the fuck have I done? Okay, we'll go there. Like I said, I do swear a little bit too much. Chin length. There we go. That actually looks much better already. See, now, the rest of it, I'm not even going to bother. I don't know why I did this, though, because I'm just going to slap on a beard. No, that's a bit too bushy. The bushier, the better, though, eh? Ooh, it's not going... let's go for about there. That's more my type of hair colour. Now let's give him some glorious locks. I say glorious, not locks that are tribal. That don't suit my character. And we'll go for that. I think that looks alright. Right. Family. So this is where we choose what our parents did. This has been in the old one. The big difference is you get to choose exactly what... You get to look and see all the bonuses on one screen. So they could be Baron Retainers, Urban Merchants. So let's have a look at what they do. I'm going to only read the one I pick, because that way we're going to speed this up a little bit. So we get 10 skill levels and 1 focus point to riding and polearm, and 1 attribute to social. So these are like the main things are these ones, which then I think they dictate the ones underneath them. I think that's the best way to put it. But then we've got obviously this gives different levels to give certain things to the lower ones, and then 1 point to the bigger one. We've got Urban Merchants, which give us basically an intelligence point, and then charm and trade. Yeoman, polearm, crossbow, and endurance. Urban Blacksmith, two-handed, vigor, and smithing. Hunters, as you'd assume. Oh, a crossbow, not bow. Bit weird. Cunning and scouting. And then we've got mercs, which again is crossbow, control, and then roguery. Don't know why that'd be roguery, but alright. Thinking... I don't like... None of them are bow, which really upsets me, because I'm more of a bow person when I play these. But I kind of like the idea of being a mercenary, because that's what I want to play as. Let's have our parents be the exact same as us. Now, from early childhood, you were noted for... So let's have a look. So a leadership gives us cunning, tactics, and a leadership, as you'd assume. Brawn is two-handed, throwing, and vigor. Attention to detail, one-handed, control, in athletics, pretty useful. Your aptitude for numbers, that would be trade, engineering, and definitely intelligence. People, definitely social skills, as you'd assume. Skill of horses, endurance, horse riding, and medicine, apparently. I think I'm going to go for my attention to detail. So I want to try and keep myself as more of a ranger. I like that. My adolescence. So what was I do? I could have been. What do I spend most of my time? Oh yeah, I've just realised I didn't read any of these. Your father joined the Valandi's many mercenary companies, comprised of men who got such a taste for war in their lord's service that they never took well to peace. Their crossbowmen were much valued across Calridia. Your mother was a camp follower, taking you along in the wake of bloody campaigns. You were quick on your feet and attentive to what was going on around you. Usually, you could run away from trouble, though you could give a good account of yourself in a fight with other children if cornered. And let's also see one of these. So you give me some control, more crossbow, and a bit of tactics. Alley gangs, still one-handed, cunning, and more roguery. Docks and building sites, smithing and athletics, and a bit of vigor. Markets and caravan seriouses. Trade, charm, and a bit of social. Reading and studying. More leadership, a bit of engineering, intelligence, working at stables. Horsemanship and intelligence. Horsemanship, endurance, and a bit of steward. I'm going to go with the alley gangs. I like the idea of getting myself some one-handed and some more roguery. The gang leaders who kept watch over the slums of Calridia cities were always in need for poor youth to run messages and back them up in turf wars, while free-slicking merchants' sons and daughters sometimes slummed in their company as well. So what do I do in my youth? As a youngster growing up in Calridia, war was never too far away. What did I do? So I stood with the garrisons that could give me some more crossbow and some intelligence and engineering. Could ride with the scouts, get myself some bow, nice one, and some riding. Well, as a bit of endurance. Trade with the infantry, one-handed and polearm, that's what you'd expect. Joined the skirmishers, throwing, bow, and control. And march with the camp followers, which is throwing and more roguery. I rode with the scouts. I think that sounds the best. All Arcaria's kingdoms recognize the value of good light cavalry, and are sure to recruit nomads and borderers with the skills to fulfill those duties. You were a good enough rider that your neighbors pitched in to buy you a small pony and sheaf of javelins so that you could fulfill their living obligations. And yeah, I'm getting some bow skill. That's definitely where I want to be. What do I do for my adulthood? Defeat an enemy in battle. That gives one-handed, two-handed, and vigor. Successful manhunt. That's tactics, cunning, and leadership. Invest some money in a workshop, smithing, trade, and intelligence. Survived a siege. Crossbow and bow and control. Had a famous escapade. Athletics, endurance, and roguery. And you treated people well. Charm, steward, and social. I think we survived a siege, personally, ladies and gentlemen. Your hometown was briefly placed under siege, and you were called to defend the walls. Everyone did their part to repulse the enemy assault, and everyone was just as proud, justly proud of what they endured. And like many families in Caloridia, your life was upended by war. Your home was ravaged by the passage of army and after army. Eventually, you sold your property and set off with your father, mother, brother, and 2 younger siblings to a new town you'd heard was safer, but you did not make it. Along the way, the inn which you were staying at was attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain, and your 2 younger siblings were seized. But you and your brother survived because I could have subdued a raider. You know, give me some vigor, one-handed, and athletics. Could drove them off with an arrow, which is probably what we're going to do. We'll get a bit of control, bow, and, you know, bit of tactics. Rode off on a fast horse. That's horse endurance and scouting. Trick the raiders, cunning, roguery, tactics, and organized travelers to break out. Yeah, just some social skills. We definitely drove them off of arrows, though. You grabbed a bow and sent a few of the arrows the raiders' way. They took cover, giving you the opportunity to flee with your brother. And let's give ourselves a name. We'll give ourselves that. Oh yeah, Daliger. So there we go. You prepared to set off with your brother on a mission to vengeance and rescue. Here's your character. Click finish. You're ready. I'll go back and make some changes. I'm very happy with this character. My bow should be pretty damn effective. I'm going to put this all on easy because I'm not ready for anything else. Like this. Like putting all on realistic was, I'll be honest, it was a bit of a pain. I sucked way too much. So I will upgrade this. If it gives me the ability to upgrade this later on, I will do. But this is what we're going to go with. Right. So let's get all this reading done. You know what I mean? Brother, it's been 3 days now. We've been tracking those bastards. I think we're getting close. We need to think about what happens when we catch them. How are we going to rescue Varric and Alder? Are we up for a fight? This looks like an old training field for the legions. Perhaps we can spare some time and brush off our skills. Practice could come up useful when we catch up with the raiders. So, do you think we'll have to catch up with the raiders soon? So, do you think we'll have... The tracks look fresh, and I've seen some smoke on the horizon. They can't move too quickly if they're still looting and raiding. No, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to rescue the little ones, or die trying. How should we prepare for the fight? Well, they're still pillaging. They may have split up into smaller groups. Hopefully, we won't need to take them all on at once. But if it would help if we could hire or persuade some people to join us. I've already done the tutorial, so I'm just going to go. We have no time to lose. We can do more if we split up. Now, the reason I'm doing this is purely because, for the sake of the stream... Actually, no. I'm going to run the course. I need to know if I can fight if I have to. Now, I already know all the buttons, and I'm not actually going to bother with any of the training because I already done it all. But I just want to go through the tutorial because it's a fun little tutorial, to be honest. It's way better than the tutorial in the original, which obviously is what you'd expect. Okay. Put my phone there. There we go. Right. So let's leave. Brother, before we do anything else, we're low on food. There's a village north of here where we can buy provisions and find some help. You're a better rider than I am, so I'll let you lead the way. So yeah, we'll just navigate all the way over there. I'm going to ignore the tutorials themselves, but I am going to, you know, show off the fact that we're doing them. And one thing I'm just going to say is, look how beautiful it is. Now, I haven't actually zoomed out to see how big this is, and holy... Yeah, this is actually a very, very big place. Jesus. So who are we? What people are? Where is there is? No, that's the pie. Escape menu. No, I don't want any of those. Who? Are you, what faction are you there, mate? Southern Empire. Western. That's Britannia. That's the Northern Empire. That doesn't really help me at all. Who are you? You're the Kuzuit. I know you guys are going to be the Asari. I'm assuming the ones who look like the English will probably be. Yeah, that's our homeland, or where we're from. Anyway, let's get straight back into this. I don't want to waste time. You want me to walk around? Okay, I will have a look around. I'm feeling kind. Have a quick drink while I do it as well. We're here, I guess. So, we need food. And after that, maybe some men to come with us. The headman here can probably help us. Let's try to find him. I already know where he is. Apparently, I was going the wrong way. No, I know what I'm doing. Now, one thing I will say about the actual graphics, I'm just going to get off the horses so I can have a look at them properly. Yeah, look, the actual graphics look really, really good. Apart from my guy looks a bit bug-eyed. I could have probably fixed that. Now, there are some textures that if you... it won't let me do it right now. There are some texture glitches which are pretty common. Basically, if the game ever lets me send files, certain area codes, I'm going to do it straight away to make sure, the guys who are doing this get as much information as they can to fix any issues. But it's texture glitching. It's pretty common. As you can see with my bow there, like it's phasing in out. Every AAA game does that. None of them don't do it. I'm not actually... It doesn't bother me. Mount and Blade is amazing. Let's talk to Headman Stiliusus. Salusus. I am... Why'd you have to have such a... Why'd you have to have a name I can't pronounce? Salius. I'm going to call you Sal, because I can pronounce that. Headman of this village. What brings you here? We need help. Some raiders have taken our younger brother and sister captive. We think they may have passed this way. They got your people too. Sorry to hear that. I don't know why I'm doing this in such a... Yeah, whatever. Those bastards have done a little bit of killing and looting in the parts as well. We think they've gone north. I reckon there are a few folk around here who will join you in going after them, if you paid for their gear. Once you made your preparations, come and talk to me again. I may have a task for you if you're going after the raiders. So, yep, just tab. And the good thing is now, you don't just press tab once. Like, you've just pressed tab, it doesn't do anything. Which means if you accidentally press tab, you've got a little bit of a recourse there. But this village is really nice. Like, I am playing it. I'm not gonna, rub it in, but I am playing on max settings out there, I feel good because it's been, over the years, I've not been able to play on max settings. And having pretty much every game I own on max setting now, apart from, I think Red Dead is probably the only one I can't run everything on. I'm talking the base, like the base settings is on max, but all the additionals, I can't run that on max. But, yeah, this game is really beautiful. Like, it's got that nostalgia factor to it, ladies and gentlemen, but also it's got a great, it just looks beautiful. Let's do what the games tell me to do now. I want to get this tutorial over so we can get the real fun on. I just want to do it because it's a good way to get yourself into the game recruitment. It's a good way to show you also how the game works now. This is a lot better. Like, it looks like I can still look around the map, still circle around. I really wish I didn't do that. Okay, let's just think that's the way it was. Yeah, I've got to stop doing that. So yeah, we can obviously wait some time, take hostile action. Obviously, outside of the tour, we can see how the hearth of it, the militia size. We can then talk. We can have got the quick talk to button. We can leave members here apparently. Awesome. We can then switch between those two. Let's talk to Sal. Sorry, let's recruit all of his troops. Now the good thing is you can just press the recruit all and then press done, and you have them all. But the best change, the best is this. This is so much better than it was. So much better. By 2 grain. We have finished our preparations. Let's talk to the headman again. He said that he may have a task for us. Now, one thing I will say is they've finally made that like little flute way less aggressive than it was. But let's talk to the headman. Be quite a few loading screens, but, you know, it's a win. Glad to see you found what you needed. Now, about that matter I mentioned earlier. There's this wandering doctor who comes through here from time to time. Name of Tactios. Treats people for free. We're fond of him. Well, we last saw him a few days ago. He was carrying some sort of chest, which he was very mysterious about. He was on some sort of quest, he said, though it wouldn't tell us more. He set off on the road just a few hours before the raiders came through here. Well, he's not really a worldly type, just the kind of fellow who'd stumble into a trap and let himself be captured. We're worried about him. If you can keep an eye out for him, this Tactios, we'd be very grateful. Maybe if he's alive and well, he'll tell you a little more about his quest. Alright, let's get ourselves onto the main mission there. Let's recruit... Ah, damn, that didn't work. Oops, let's leave. So, let's have some fights. I'm going to go for... There we go. And this is the new battle screen. I think this is so much better looking than the old one. But let's go straight into attack. Now, the battle commands have changed. I'm just going to tell my people to charge straight away. I'm not going to worry about my bow just yet. I'm just going to pull out my mace and, you know... Sorry, my morning... Actually, this is no, it's not Morning Star. Morning Star's on the chain. This is just a spiky mace. No. I was joking when I said I wasn't going to stick to the bow. I may not be a horse archer, but I can still... I say I can still hang, but... I knew a best archery in first person anyway. Oh. My guy can really not horse archer, can he? He can't arch. Oh my god. Oh my god, he was right in front of me. How did I miss? There we go. That was right in his throat as well. I feel good. You know what? I'm the best. I can't believe how good I am. And there we go. We get a little victory screen now. It tells us how much renown we own, how much morale we gain. But the most importantly, it gives us a nice little rundown. So they killed none of ours, and we killed 5 and wounded 1. Also shows you how many people we remain, how many people are here, who got what kills. My brother did nothing because he's useless. So yeah, we can now take prisoners, and so we've took this guy as a prisoner. We can't hire him, but he is a prisoner. And then we move on to loot. So let's have a look at the loot. Gotta take those because I know they're the better of the two. Yep, and we'll just. Oh, there is a loot all button. Finally, the loot all button's been a long time necessary for this. Alright, so let's go deal with this guy next. Let's go slap him across the head, I believe. I believe that's the way to look at it. Everyone!
Footmen! Hear me!
Form in...
Form a wedge! Warriors! Make a line! Everyone! Line up! Troops! At them!
Right, time I did a bit of archery. What I'm actually good at. I will say, when it comes to Mountain Blade, I was always the archer. Although this bow isn't a long bow, so I'm going to have to really compensate for my shots. If that guy hadn't moved then, that would have been him dead. Just like that. Come on. I know first person isn't exactly the most gratifying view when it comes to playing for you guys watching, but it is the easiest way for me to do what I'm doing. Damn right we have. Ooh, 4 prisoners. I'll take all those. Loot. None of the Gambesons are better than mine, and yeah, all of that, just take it anyway. Alright, so let's... the one thing I will say is upsetting is that I'm not going to get any of this loot to keep. This is just for the tutorial, the loot, so... Probably going to keep that open so we can look. We can see a view distance, party speed, party wage. I think that's actually really cool.
Soldiers! Fall back!
I didn't say stand in front of me, did I, dickhead? That wasn't even meant to hit anyone.
Charge!
No, 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 you have axes. Go away. I don't know how I did that, but I did it. See, look at this. I have a much better range of motion this time. I don't know how I did that either. Whoa, that was a shot and a half. And that was a victory worthy of the gods. Probably. Is this club better than mine? No. Loot, and yeah, I already know that's not better than mine, so let's just loot it. You've rescued several prisoners from the raiders that the raiders have been dragging along. They look parched and exhausted. You give them a bit of water and bread, and after a short while, one staggers to his feet and comes over to you. I don't know who you are, but I'm in your debt. These brigands would have marched us to the deaths. My name is Tactios. I'm a doctor by trade. I was on, well, a bit of a quest, but now I'm thinking I'm not really made for that kind of thing. I was with a caravan and they just came out of the brush. We were surrounded and outnumbered, so we gave up. I figured they'd keep us alive, if just for the ransom. But then they started flogging us along at top speed, without any water. I just was about ready to drop. I could feel the sounds of heat stroke creeping up, and I told them, but they just flogged me more. If your group hadn't come along, maybe maybe I have a way to thank you properly. We're looking for 2 children captured by the raiders. Can you tell us anything? I'm afraid I haven't seen any children, but after our caravan was attacked, the chief of the raiders, that one they call Radagos, took and rode off with our more valuable belongings, including a chest that I had. He seemed to be controlling more than one band raiding around the area. If this lot has your kin, I'd think he'd be the one to know. And since I have nothing left of value to repay your help, I'll tell you this. If you do catch up and defeat that ruffian, you may be able to recover my chest. It contains a valuable ornament, which I was told would be of great value, if you knew where to sell it. I was trying to find out more about it, but as I say, I've had all my urge for travelling flogged out of me. Right now, I don't think I'd venture more than 20 paces from a well as long as I live. We'll keep that in mind. It doesn't look like much, and I suspect this lot would give it away for a few coins. But I got it from a mercenary whom I treated once, and he swore it was related to Neretzi's folly. I don't know what that means, except that Neretzi's was, of course, the emperor who died in battle some years back. Maybe you can find out if it's true value. Maybe you can find out its true value. Thank you again for saving me. Hope our paths cross again. Me stumbling over my words there. Do you know what? Just for this, I'm gonna just because I know that my money's all going to come back to me. Damn it. I could recruit extra troops last time. Just rude. Oh yeah, I got some level ups. So, bow. I'm going to get all my focus points in there. Because I am going to be focusing on bows probably the entire time. Let's attack. I will have a sword and probably a shield as a backup, but I will more than likely just be a guy who has... Oh yeah, F1, F2. Like, get down, lads. Come on. Huh, no one here. And I thought there was meant to be people here. Aha, there's one. Oh no, he knows we're here now. God, I'm a bad archer right now. Oh yeah, the rest of you, just go have fun. Because at this point, I'm not going to get any... They're just going to run off because I don't know... They can sprint, but I don't know how to. Or my athletics is just really low. That's probably it. They have really high athletics, more than likely. That's why I wanted a ranged weapon. Specifically, I wanted a longbow, so that's, you know, this isn't my fault. I think it's fair to say I would have preferred a longbow. But I'll have to buy one. I'll suffer for now. Right. Oh, come on, that should have hit. Well, at least I didn't hit my own men. That, you know, that has been known to be a problem when it comes to Mountain Blades. You know, shooting your own soldiers in the back. I don't think I can shoot that far. Yeah, no. You go, lads. Yeah, see, I'm a leader. That's the problem. I'm just a leader. Let them do what they need to do. Well, that looks like a big boss man. So, who's this that comes through my place of business, killing my employees? We heard you took our little sister and brother and sister. Where are they? Good heaven. I'll need a better description than that. My men have harvested dozens of little brats in this region. Quite good hunting grounds. Already sent most of them south to a slave market, I know, though. Since you hunt for your kin is fruitless, how about you clear off and save your own lives? Either that or I force you to lick up all the blood you've spilled here with your tongues, or you and I could settle this one-on-one. I don't dual slavers, men attack. I'm just going to quickly pull back because I will not last 2 seconds in there. I helped. So there we go. We lost no men, surprisingly. 2.1 morale, renown, bit of morale. Job's a good one. That's the best way to put it. Job's a good one. Well, I recognize defeat when I see it. If I'm going to be your captive, let me introduce myself. I'm Radagos. You haven't cut my throat yet, which means it was a wise move. I'm sure I can find a way to be worth more to you alive than dead. You better help us get our brother and sister back, and you'll swing from a tree. Oh, you'll need my help, all right. If you want to get them back alive, that is. See, my boys have some pretty specific instructions about what to do if there's a rescue attempt. Shall we get on the road? Remember, if I drop dead of exhaustion or drown in some river, that's it for you, your little dears. I don't expect a cozy palanquin now, but you'd best not make it too hard a trip for me. There's no point me taking those people because they're just gonna. You come across a chest with an old piece of bronze in it. It's so bad and corroded that it could have been anything from a cup to a crown. This must be the chest that Tactios mentioned to you that had something to do with Neretzi's folly. I was hoping to find more treasure here, but I think business wasn't going too well for Radagos and his gang. I found this strange-looking metal piece, though. It doesn't look too valuable, but it could be the artifact Tactios was talking about. Maybe we can sell it to one of the noble clans for a hefty price. All right, then. Let's get on the road. I have a better idea. We would have a better chance if we split it up now. I'll take Radagos and go find the slaver market and look for a way to free the children. However, must be careful not to endanger their lives, and it could be better just to buy them. We need to have our purses full for that, though. I'll need to take these men with us. Radagos is a slippery one. I don't want him getting away. So you want me to raise the money to ransom the little ones? Indeed. You'll have to find a way to do that. Maybe this bronze thing can help. Tactios said it could be worth a fortune to the right person. If you manage not to get killed, if you manage not to get killed, if he's telling you the truth, you must be careful. Never reveal that you have it, but to try to understand its value and how it can be sold. One more thing, when you are talking to nobles and other people of importance, make sure you present yourself as someone from a distant but distinguished family. You could use our family name, if you like, or make up a new one. You will have a better chance of obtaining an audience with nobles. It'll be easier to find you by asking around. Oh, what name do we want? I'm gonna go with my own family name. It works. Right, what symbol do I want? I want the large one. I want it to be black on. I want gold on black, and I'm probably gonna go for that because I like the look of it. I have had a look all the way through these, and they are really cool. But I'm gonna stick to what I know, which is, yeah, big old eagle. Good. Get on the road now. Once I locate the little ones, I'll come find you. And that is the end of the tutorial. So, you know, let's go hire me some men so I'm not out alone. Next is follow, because we need to talk to nobles. And rebuild your clan. So I'm actually going to read this because this looks interesting. Calridia is a land full of peril, but also opportunities. To face the challenges that await, you'll need to build up your clan. Your brother told you there are many ways to go about this, but none forgo the coin. The trade would be one means to this end, fighting and selling off captured bandits and town another. Whatever path you choose to pursue, traveling alone will make you easy pickings for whomever comes across your trail. You know that you can recruit men to follow you from from the notables of villages and towns, though they may ask you for a favour or two of their own before they allow you access to their more valued fighters. Naturally, you may also find unique characters in the taverns of Calridia. However, these tend to favour more established clans. So we need to increase our dinars by 1,000, so we basically double our money. Grow my party to 20, which is going to affect that. Reach clan tier of 1, which, yep. And hire a companion. I like the fact that it's given me a bit more of a clear layout of what I should be doing. So let's I'm gonna recruit troops. I'm gonna recruit all of these guys for 120. That's gonna cost me 6 dinars a month, not a problem. Buy some products. I'm gonna buy a bit of cheese, a bit of butter, and probably one more bag of grain. You know. Got to make sure we have enough thing. And let's have a look. Let's talk to Sal. See what he's up to. Hi. Sorry, I don't think I know you. Wow, mate. You know, you upset me. My name is Dalaga, sir. May I ask your name? I am Sal. I own land around here. I speak for many people of the people in this land. I'll mark your name. I have a quick question. Never mind. I must leave. Okay, apparently you're not the headman. Well, I do like this feature though. This does save a little bit of time. Like, I still can, like, you know, just go find them naturally, but at least I have the chance to know where the people of interest are. I always feel so... I hate going around on my horse. I always feel like it's right obnoxious to do it. Hi, sir. I don't think I know you. My name is Dalaga, sir. May I ask yours? I'm Patrice. I lived here all my life. Work in the land as my kin. A lot of the people here in Tiva, the common farmers and craftsmen, like me. They like me to speak for them. I'll mark your name. With a quick... No questions, apparently. It was definitely... Sure, it was good to meet you. Are you the headman? Lavilios of Tiva. Yep, name. I am Lavilios. I own land around here. I speak for many people. Okay, so you're the same as the other guy. You know what? You've got nothing for me to do, though, have you? Just a bit rude. Your village should be in turmoil, so I have something to do. Right, all I can really do now is hope to find some looters. I'm interested in going to that town, though. So I'm not gonna make, you know, I'm not gonna pick. Let's not play with forest bandits. I already know forest bandits are a pain. Let's go straight to the city. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Okay, so Lycaron is governed by Regay, Empress of the Southern Empire. The town is clearly going through hard times. You hear some complaints about prices, shortages, and greedy merchants, but no more than normal. Let's go to the... let's recruit. You can recruit troops from here now. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let's enter the smithy. Oh! You can build your own weapons. Interesting. That is very, very interesting. I may have to get some points into this. Let's do some trading. Ooh, so basically, it looks like all the trade seems to be under one. So let's just go for melee weapons. Jesus. Shields? I've got arrows. Ooh, what bow have I got? I've got a mountain hunting bow. I cannot afford that. Gee, that is an expensive bow. I can afford this shield. I could also afford this shield. Gonna buy that. Apparently the mule has got a job for us. Let's go talk to her. Might have something interesting for us to learn. We shall see, though. Hi, sorry I don't think I know you. My name is Dagir. I'm Jaifa, though some know me as Jaifa the Mule. That's a term of respect, by the way. One thing you should know: if you cross me, you'll regret it. I heard you may need some help with a problem. Yeah, I have a problem, all right. His name's Sover Stewbones. His people have been bothering shop owners under our protection, demanding money and making threats. Let me tell you something: those shop owners are my cows, and no one else gets to milk them. We're ready to teach these interlopers a lesson, but I could use some help. What exactly do you want me to do? We're preparing for an attack, but we need some time to gather our men. Meet me here in Lycaron after 3 days, and we'll strike them together. Any other way? If you'd rather not go into the fray yourself, you could leave me one of your companions together with 6 or so good men. If they stuck around for 2 days or so, I'd count them a very big favour. I'll fight the other gang with you myself. Great. As I said, we need a minimum of 3 days to prepare. I'll remind you when we are ready to move on them. Just don't leave the town before we settle this matter. Alright, looks like I'm going to wait here for 3 days then. I'm going to hire the troops. I'm going to hire all the troops though. Just wait here for 3 days then. I want to make sure, I don't want to, miss anything. She told us not to leave, so I'm not going to leave. Has it been 3 days yet? It's been 2 days. Come on. Well, sometimes there's just not much you can do. Let's go see if we can find her ourselves. Obviously, I'm probably just going to press the Alt, but... Wow. I am actually... That's a nice... This is some really good architecture. And the place actually does look run down, which I guess that's the aesthetic they're wanting. She's... I don't know where she is. Okay. I don't know why those guys are all stood together, but they are. She's over here. There's Lord's Hall, there's the dungeons, the waterfront. That's really cool. There's got to be a way of sprinting, though. There's no way I have to walk this slow all the time. I should probably just get my athletics up. That'll probably help. Oh, yeah, she's in there. Alright. It's been a while. But that's how she gave me. I'm still gathering men for that fight. I'll send a runner for you, okay? I'll wait your runner then. I thought she might send a runner, but I just wanted to make sure. I mean, it's been 3 days, woman, but whatever. Let's go straight to her then. We don't want to upset her. Ready for fight? I am ready. I could have probably hired some more men to make myself more ready, but I have a bow, I have a shield. I have a shield that I didn't put on. Oh, I don't get to use my arrows either. That shield would have been really nice right about now. It's like a proper gang fight, isn't it? Coming to fight me, eh? Did Jeff of the Mole put you up to this? Look, there's no need for bloodshed. This town's big enough for all of us. But if bloodshed is what you want, I'll be happy to provide. What I want to say is, you don't need to be part of this. I'll double whatever she's paying you if you join us. You're going to be paying me a lot then, 940 dinars to be exact. But at the price, I agree. Welcome to our ranks then, let's kill those bastards. Ow, 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 kill him! Yep, that's about right. We still won though. That's a win for me even though I'm on the floor knocked out. As I said, I'm not really the best at melee combat. If anything, I suck at it. Hey, increased by 5. I really don't care if she don't like me. Because I got paid. That's what matters. Right. Oh, look at Raw. Oh, that's so cool. Let's see if I can buy myself some armor. Oh, you have to buy individual parts. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Oh, yeah, we also have civilian clothes. My civilian clothes are really bad. We could buy this rich tunic. Yeah, we'll buy this rich tunic because it makes me look like I've got money. Fine town boots, they're way too expensive, so I'm going to have to go with my Imperial Horseman boots. They look a bit mucky, but I will live. Right here, though, I think I kind of want these... don't want those. Those look way cooler. They are also better. They are more expensive, though. I'm willing to pay that much so far. No, that helmet looks... That just does not look cool. That's more money than I have... Wait. 1 second. Right. First things first. I want my rich tunic. Then I want those. Yeah, we already know there's no weapons for me. Could buy some fish. We'll buy 2 sets of fish. I think that's fair. You know, keep my men stocked up and happy. I'm happy with... Oh, yeah, we need to... I'll put that there and sell that. See, look at that. Only paying 194. And Sawbones, who's apparently not someone I can recruit troops from. Yeah, that's a problem. Oh, well, I've got enough troops right now. I've still got all 9. Let's go to the Tavern District and visit the tavern. Oh my god, can I sit in a chair for a change? Oh, see, that's better than everything. You know, that wins. Zoana the Wanderer. What is it, stranger? Who are you? My name is Daligir, madam. Tell me about yourself. Yeah, I'll tell you my story. Pass the wine and listen closely. My family had debts, so I joined the army. I guess I always liked men's work for more than women's work. The legions took hill women as scouts, but I was never the Heidi-Seekis type, so I did what I did to beat the spear line. Dressed as a man, of course. Wasn't difficult to do, not hard to fool men. Bound my breast and watched where I pissed. It was easy. Well, you know what happened. Great Lord Nertzes led the legion to their death. I was there. Syntagma didn't see the battle, but was part of the rout. That was the end of army life for me. Don't care for glory hounding lords leading me to my death, but I still like to fight. Well, it's always worked for the brave and the resourceful. Yeah, the merchants give me jobs, but I'm not sure I care much for guarding caravans. A lot of sitting around listening to boring talk about prices. Right now, I'm between jobs. If you've got any work for me, I'm willing to discuss. I could use someone like you in my company. Well, I can't afford that. Go away. No. Nope. Way too much money, and I have no health right now. Which typically means I should sit in the town and not do anything for a couple of days. And that's exactly what we're going to do. While I let money waste away. Because right now, we are way too poor. I do like the fact this looks to be built into a mountain. That's just so cool. Yeah, once my health hits about 70%, we'll head out. I think my job's... I think for now we're just gonna go where we can, really. Go to the little villages, see what we can do for them. Take out looters for now. We'll stick to looters for now. Looters are the the lowest level of scum. But they should be scum we can deal with. Fingers crossed. Alright. Level 3 wars. I mean, the prosperity's it's going up, but I don't know how. I don't know if 3,800 is low. So, oh, we're at 70, so let's stop waiting. Let's get out of here. Would you look at that? You, come here. We caught them. So, what do you want with us? Surrender or die, brigand. You'll never take us alive. I bet I will. Well, I won't take you alive, but I bet I'll kill you.
Footmen, hear me! Hear me! Warriors! Wall, now!
Why do I do not like shooting off a horse.
Attack!
Oh shit, I hit someone. I don't know why I'm always surprised when I hit someone, but... Come on, I'm just trying to make it easier for my men. There we go. There we go. We lost a man, but we took 2 captives, so that's a win. I should be able to put both of them into... Yep. I do like that you start with prisoner, the ability to take prisoners straight away. I think that's really well done. Sure, why not? I'll take everything, but I'm just going to see if anything's better than... Oh, leather shoes are better than what I'm wearing. I'll just take everything else because... Oh, wait. Apparently, I lost my arm wraps, so I'll take the arm wraps, you know, to wear myself as well. Because that makes sense. Sickle, is that better than what I'm using? Where is the sickle? Oh, it's there. No, I like the idea of a mace more. We'll sell the rest of that. Okay, they left. Good, they left me alone. That's what I like to see. Oh, this guy has a job for us. Let's have a little bit. Let's buy some products for. Oh, let's sell some product. You have 1,000 gold. That is great. I'm gonna sell beers. I'm gonna sell the dates. You'll give me 142. Perfect. So let's see what Ecor of Cantarian wants to do for him. Because we can. Hi, sorry, I don't think I know you. There we go. I'm Ecor. I own land around here. Speak for many. Yep. I'll mark your name. Heard you may need some help with a problem. Things are getting a bit rough around these parts. I have some lads who help me out with local troublemakers, but they wouldn't last long against real warriors. Maybe you could take them out for me, show them what actual war is about. I'm not expecting to make them fit for a noble's retinue, but at least I can give you the. At least I want to give the bandits around here some pause for thought. Help if I can. Maybe you could take them in your pie for a while until they get a bit of experience. Any other way? I can assign a companion for a while. They can stay here and train the men. I'll also give you some provisions and money for their expense of your trouble. I'll take them into my pie and show them a bit of the world. Sweet. One thing, if 1 or 2 died, that's fortunes of war. Things could go even worse if we get raided and have no one who can fight back. But try not to get them all massacred. These men will take some risk for me, but not have their lives thrown away for no purpose. I'd never do that anyway. My troops, I treat like you know, okay, fair enough. That is, yep. I won't argue. My troops are normally treated like crap, so that's, you know. So we've got 7 days till no food. So I'm actually buy 2 more grain and a little bit of butter. Why not? I'm still in profit. That's a win for me. So it's not you. So we've got 10 days till food. Let's have a look at my pie. So apparently one of these wants to be upgraded. So either Imperial Infantryman or Imperial Archer. Imperial Infantryman, please. Borrowed troops need to be veteran borrowed troops, I believe. So we'll try and keep you... Oh, sweet. You can do... Oh, that's a cool thing. Oh, that's mint. That is cool. So you go the archer way. So the only cavalry they have is through crossbowmen. Oh, sorry, it's through bowmen. Sweet. I actually that is really cool. That is really cool. The real problem is that's gonna make my wage go up a little. Their wages go up a little bit. Hey, Forest Bandit. Wait. So you going at a speed of 4.9, I'm going at 5.1. You guys are probably going to be worth more to me in the long run. In, you know, like actual, like, what I'm going to get from them. Come on, we can catch them. Come on! Seriously? There we go. I mean, come on. Yeah, what do you want with us? Just, you know, surrender or die, you know. The usual. I could just tell my men to attack, but...
Footmen! Everyone! Warriors! Warriors! Give them hell!
Yeah, you may want to charge there, lads. One reason I hate forest people. Bloody archers, a lot of them, aren't there? Archers are only okay when they're on my side. Yeah, there's no point in getting involved there. Did I lose a borrowed troop? Yeah, I did. Oh well. I'd say that's my fault, but I don't really care. Ooh, Norse Axe. Way better than my way better than that. Tunic's not better than what I'm wearing. That's not better than what I'm wearing. And we already have arm wraps. That's all good. Well, I expected that to go a little bit less, you know, run away, but... Stop here. Got another party member to level up. Let's go straight to infantryman. Let's see what we can do. So this is the Northern Empire. So this is where the Northern and Southern Empires meet. So I want to go see... ooh, there's looters there. Those looters are closer. And they're coming for me. Come on, we'll go take these guys out. There was a big group of 14 looters there. I should probably have gone and killed those. Alright, that was my okay Google being a bit awkward there. Surrender or die, Brigand. The music seems to have disappeared a little bit, but... Still a bit too low. Now it's a bit too high. Now I'm just sucking at shooting in general.
At them!
I'm hitting the kneecaps at the very least. You know, that's a win. Looks like the borrowed troops are getting the kills as well. I'm just gonna let them do it. I'm not gonna worry getting them. There's no point me doing anything when my men are just gonna win the battle for me. I'll take both the looters. Ooh, anything interesting? Nope, looted all. Alright. So really all we need to do is just keep finding big groups of looters. See what we can do to them. I would like to go to here and see if there's any like actual weapons I can buy there. 3.5, 3.5. Oh shit. 4.9, 5. They're running to the mountains, which is going to get them caught. Right. You know the shtick, mate. Surrender or die, yada, yada, yada. Oh, it's dark. That's unfortunate.
Pull back!
I actually can't see them either.
Move out!
I said fall back, not run away like little girls. Oh, shit.
Charge!
Alright, let's have some fun. Come on. I hit someone. It kind of nicked all the fun, though. Yeah, I need to go sell these looters somewhere. Take all the loot. It's probably best that we, you know, went somewhere to sell all this. So I'm gonna set this as our destination. If there's any looters, we can take on the way there, we'll take them out. Like I said, any looters on the way there, we will take them out. Come here. Thank you. God, you're causing me problems. You know what? You know the job. Deal. Come on. So, I think after this, we'll go sell everything. And once we've sold everything, we'll... It's not fall back, is it?
Attack!
I need a better bow, badly. I'm used to the, not the range, but I'm used to the drop of a proper bow. Stop killing my borrowed troops. I'm trying to make connections here, and you just keep killing my borrowed troops. Just take it all. Alright, let's get to the city. So right now we've got some archers, we've got some, some proper archers, some proper infantry, and then we've got the borrowed troops, which, yup. The less said about them, the better, because they keep dying. It's upsetting me a little bit. So hopefully this city's got some good stuff for us. So this city's even less prosperous than the last one. Damn. They have a proper sword, though. I think I'm going to take that. It's 600. But... I only have to pay 100. Wait, is that better than my... I don't know if that's better than my axe. Wait. Cancel. Trade again. Just, I'm not going to bother buying anything. We'll stick to that. I do need to buy some new food. Buy 2 sets of fish. Buy 3 sets of fish. I could buy some beer, but no, I'm alright. We'll buy 2 sets of cheese, and then we'll stick to the profit there. That hits me at 1700, but let's go back to trade. A simple short bow, which is just better than mine in every single way, is way too expensive. The crossbows... Well, there's throwing knives? That's pretty cool. What armor you got? You got Imperial robe. Oh, Imperial gambeson with skirts. That's actually apparently not as good as what I'm wearing, which is just a layered leather tunic. This... How much is that? Yeah, I can't afford that. That's expensive, but, you know, I'd want it. Yeah, I'm done with that. Oh, that's a good point. Let's go to the Tavern District. Yay, we earned a little bit of money. Let's go see the tavern, see if there's any companions we can hire, see if there's any people we, you know, might want to be part of us. Let's just have a look. Tessa the Black. Yep, my name's the thing. What's your story then? Far back as I can remember, I was living on the streets of Lycian with a bunch of other dirty barefoot scrogs. A group of men in our alley, they called themselves the Centaurs. I guess they took a liking to me, gave me special errands to run for them. Started with picking pockets, ended with sticking knives into their enemies. Back then, I'd do anything for a handful of figs and cheese and a pan on the head. Got a bit older then, and their interest in me changed. Filthy drunken louts pressing themselves against me, grabbing at me. I wasn't having that. Made up my mind to leave, but I wasn't sure where to go. Then came the day Lycian burned, and everyone was out looting and robbing, and that was my chance. Lifted a bag of silver from the centaur stash and lit out on the road. Hard life, but I must admit I may have fortune at least. Anyway, I wanted about a bit, but now I think it's time to find a steady work. You won't be needing someone who is someone to stick a knife in those that need sticking, do you? I could use someone like you. No, you want loads of money? Go away. Some people, ladies and gentlemen, just don't appreciate working for food. I don't think I want to work for someone called Mitra the Lady. Oh, you could... So, I could hire... Oh, I could hire archers straight from the... So, with 100 gold, I could hire 2 more archers. I could also hire an Imperial infantryman. I'm going to stick to hiring a single archer. Sorry, 2 archers. Well, I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to end this stream of Bannerlord here for now. I'm going to go get something to eat, and I'll probably be on later playing Monster Hunter, or I'll play some more Bannerlord. I don't know yet. But thanks for, if you guys are going to watch the VOD. For those of you on YouTube, thanks for checking out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.